Have you ever had those days where you've been busy all day, busy doing whatever you need to do, but at the end of the day, you feel like you have achieved nothing. You have not moved your business forward. Where you are constantly preparing but never starting. If that's you, this video is for you. So you have been busy morning till evening. Maybe you looked at the emails, did some bit of research, and probably you put together this beautiful to-do list. But when you look back, the very thing that you needed to do was not done. And I think most of the time you sit there knowing exactly what you need to do, but you just can't seem to do it. And today I want us to talk about a nervous system that is overwhelmed, because if you're experiencing the things that I've mentioned, your nervous system could just be in overwhelm. So most of the time when we think overwhelmed, we think stressed or having too much to do. But the truth is, overwhelm can actually shut down your ability to move forward. When your nervous system is overloaded, it shifts into protection mode. So instead of helping you move forward, the brain starts to find ways of keeping you safe. That's how you can know exactly what to do, but still be unable to start, because the brain is keeping you safe there by you being in that freeze instead of moving forward. One of the biggest signs of an overwhelmed nervous system is being stuck in what I call preparation loop, where if I'm going to be addressing those who want to be in business or you want to launch something, but you're just stuck in this loop where you feel like you need one more course, and if you could just learn one more thing, if you can just prep, if you're writing a book, if you can just prep this book, if you can just do another research again, but anything at all. And maybe you already have files and folders full of things you've prepared so far. Or maybe your phone is even running out of space, or your laptop, because you have folders and folders. And this loop, every time you sit to move forward, the loop says one more thing. And then before you know it, a week has passed, months have passed, and you have not done anything. And the sad part about this, you come back and you really blame yourself and start that negative talk to yourself, feeling absolutely unproductive, feeling lazy, feeling like, why can't I just do it? And I want to remind you to be very gentle with yourself. When you get to understand what is happening to your body, you will better start to address those problems. The reason why you get stuck in this preparation loop is because preparation feels safe. When you're preparing, no one can reject you. No one can judge your work because you haven't put it out there yet. No one can say no to your offer because you haven't made it. It requires visibility. And visibility to an overwhelmed nervous system is so threatening. So your brain immediately does what? Keeps you safe. So if we stay preparing, then we are safe. So that's why it's going to keep on saying one more thing to do, one more research, one more course, or whatever the case may be. And you know, one of the biggest traps of overwhelm is that you can be busy all day. You can be so busy but not being productive. Arranging your workspace, cleaning up here. It happened to me the other day where I was required to record a video for something. That day, I cleaned my entire wardrobe. I was busy, yes, but that was not productive. That was needed from me that day. What I needed was that video. And I realized that for some reason I was not even aware. I realized later that it was like my body or my brain was deliberately moving me as far away from that. So that is the one trap of an overwhelmed nervous system, where you can just be very busy, but neglecting the very thing that needs to be done. Because let's face it, much as over preparation is safe, it won't pay the bills. It won't start the thing that you know you need to do to move forward. Another thing that happens when you are overwhelmed is that every single thing seems urgent. You look at your list and there's like these 20 things, and it looks like you have to do all of them at once. And I mean, when everything feels like a priority, the brain is going to signal that we need to stop, we need to protect, we need to be safe. So what's going to happen there? You're going to freeze instead of moving forward. So you actually realize as well that every single thing, a very simple step becomes and feels so heavy. In fact, you seem to struggle with the smaller things. They become heavier than the bigger things. I'll give you an example with myself, as always. I would find going to the grocery store, I would find that so overwhelming. One of the things that I would really feel like, oh my goodness, where am I going to start? Something that simple. In the business context, it could be just something as simple as just replying to a text, replying to an email. When you think about the step or the action, it can seem so heavy to an overwhelmed nervous system. So what happens after a while, you start to move now to blaming yourself. You start to feel, maybe I'm lazy. Maybe there's something wrong with me. And then if you've been there for a while, you start to think maybe someone is working against you. Maybe you've been cursed, because why are other people seemingly succeeding in this? Why is it so hard for you? And I just want you to know, whatever you do, when you start criticizing yourself, when you start blaming yourself, all you is create a further overwhelm on that nervous system. So what I want you to do is to remember, instead of asking those questions, why am I so lazy? Why is it just happening to me? You look at other people, they are launching, things are happening. Before you make yourself even worse by blaming yourself, shaming yourself, because what that does is overwhelm you more, and what's going to happen, you're going to be more in freeze, so you're not going to be able to move. So the question I want you to ask yourself every single time, it's not what's wrong with me, why am I so lazy? It's what can I do to understand my nervous system? And hopefully this video shows you or make you understand that it's a nervous system problem. Then you can start to find ways, because I always say awareness is everything. When you know, now you can start. And now you're not overwhelming. You're starting to gently bring yourself to safety. Better still, ask yourself this: what is my nervous system trying to protect me from? And from there, you can start exploring deeper. If you find yourself here, if any of this relates to you, I hope you're going to stop calling yourself lazy. I hope this brought some kind of awareness. And this is the very reason why I have this channel, to share this kind of awareness, and also to try where I can to share the tools and the practices that have helped me and continue to help me today. You will find in this channel a lot of somatic practices that can help. In fact, that help a lot in teaching your nervous system safety. If you existed for long in stress, in overwhelm, or even if you experienced trauma, regulating your nervous system is one of the things that you will thank yourself for. If this spoke to you again, do subscribe for more content on such, so that we can all get better and move forward, even if it's just that one step. Thank you for sticking around. I look forward to seeing you in the